Hi y'all, my name is Elizabeth Owen. I'm a member of United Campus Workers, the Union of Faculty and Staff, and Tennessee's public higher education institutions, and also Jobs with Justice of East Tennessee. Jobs with Justice is a coalition of community and faith-based organizations, labor unions, and individuals committed to working together to improve the lives of all working people in East Tennessee. We've worked with a variety of groups and individuals throughout our history, and our current campaign revolves around workers in the public sector and those who receive public services. We want to work towards a Knoxville that works for all people, regardless of where they work and how much money they make. We all deserve to be safe and respected at work, and to have our public money used in a way that respects our neighbors, our families, and our co-workers. We support the right of workers to organize for safer workplaces. Jobs with Justice stands beside working families in our communities as we fight together for workers' rights and social and economic justice. We are against the scapegoating of our immigrant neighbors. We have gathered here today to remember the workers who paid the ultimate price for inadequate safety standards. There are simply not enough inspectors on dangerous projects. Fines for violations are ridiculously low. Fallen workers have family and friends, co-workers who depend on them for economic and social and emotional support. Our hearts go out to those who are dealing with this kind of loss today, or any loss. Please know that we are standing with you to build a better tomorrow for Tennessee. A tomorrow where no worker dies or is injured simply because safety was deemed less important than the bottom line. Where no workers are treated poorly because they come from another country or speak another language. If we work together, we will win these safer workplaces. Without further ado, it's my pleasure to welcome to the podium Knoxville City Mayor Madeline Rogero and Knox County Mayor Tim Burchett.
Good afternoon. Come on up here, Mayor Burchett.
Yes, ma'am.
See, this is called, somebody called this table, or this little stand, a booster, and I call it an equalizer. As tall as the guys up here on the podium. Well, first of all, Mayor Burchett and I have a joint proclamation that he always wants me to read. I get to read it, so you look important as you're standing there as I'm reading. Okay, this is a proclamation on behalf of the people of the city of Knoxville and Knox County by Mayors Madeline Rogero and Tim Burchett to publicly recognize Workers' Memorial Day. Whereas Tennessee workers deserve to work in a safe and healthy environment, and whereas we remember those who have died in workplace catastrophes, suffered diseases because of exposure to toxic substances, or been injured because of dangerous conditions. And we rededicate ourselves to the fight for safe workplaces. And whereas the core theme for Workers' Memorial Day has been mourn for the dead, fight for the living, Mother Jones. And whereas in the state of Tennessee, far too many workers lose their lives because of work-related injuries or illnesses. And whereas continuing efforts are needed to improve safety in construction work and at all work sites and promote public awareness about the dangers of work zones and work site hazards. And whereas the city of Knoxville and the county of Knox,
I was going to say county of
Knox. Okay, we'll do that again. Whereas the city of Knoxville
and the county of Knox
join in remembrance and honor of those workers who have suffered and died in the workplace. Now, therefore, we, Madeline Rogero, City of Knoxville Mayor,
and Tim Burchett, Knox County Mayor,
do hereby proclaim April 28, 2012 to be Workers' Memorial Day in Knoxville and Knox County, and urge all citizens to join in this ceremony. Now, I'm very pleased pleased to be with Mayor BurChett to bring this proclamation to you because it is a vitally important issue in our community. And I do want to take a second to recognize Tank Strickland, who is our Senior Director of Community Relations in my administration, and he is a point of contact if you ever need me. Also, is Kevin Atkinson here today? Kevin is my labor liaison directly with labor. He's with Labor's Local 818. We've got some other laborers here. And so we want to stay, in my administration, we want to stay in contact with the labor movement, with Jobs with Justice, and meet regularly to make sure that we're addressing the concerns of working people in our city. You know, through my career, I have been involved with a number of different workers groups and workers out there, starting with farm workers who had to fight against pesticides being sprayed on them, and actually who fought, I don't know if you know this, they used to be required to use the short-handled hoe, and they fought to be able to use the long-handled hoe because it was so debilitating to farm workers to be there in the fields. And I've been associated with textile workers who suffered from brown lung disease, and with mine workers who suffered from black lung and from cave-ins and other kinds of injuries. And so the reason why we have the laws that we do today is because, first of all, so many have suffered before we had them, and also we have them because people like you, people like us, fought to try and make the workplace safer. So as the city mayor, knowing that we have police and fire and public service workers, a lot of those who are out there risking their lives really on every single day, we are working to make sure that our workforce is safe. And I appreciate that Jobs with Justice is concerned about the public sector, about our public employees. So I hope you will get with them and work with them to make sure that we're being successful in protecting them. So thank you all for being here today, and let's continue to make sure we remember those who have, like Mother Jones said, mourn for the dead, but fight for the living.
Thank you, Mayor O'Hara. It's always tough to follow. That's why nobody wanted to follow Jimi Hendrix at Woodstock. You know, I was following her. But it's a pleasure to be here, and I'm especially pleased that a couple of good friends of mine are here. And after I leave, y'all can beat them up. Don't beat them up while I'm here. I'm telling you, they are. It's my buddy Roy Cruz over here, Teamster, and is also my labor liaison to the community. And I don't want y'all in labor to know this, but he works very cheap. So I appreciate Roy and Alice being zero, actually. And I want you to know, in the labor movement, he is a constant thorn in my side. So, and my buddy Eric Surrett's here also. Eric, I appreciate you being here also. But it's a pleasure being here supporting this cause. You know, to me, it's disgusting in this country that we have to have a day to remember folks that have died. I was sitting there when they said 75 people. I just thought, how many little boys and girls, mamas and daddies, are not coming home tonight because of some callous act on a job site. So I'm pleased to be here with y'all. I mentioned the lady who was up here from the United Campus Workers. I guess I was kind of their patron saint when I was in the legislature, and I leaned over to Mayor O'Hara and I said, "Do you remember when you were that girl?" And because she was very energetic, and Madeline leaned back to me, she said, "I still am that girl." At the risk of sounding bipartisan, I would like to tell you what a delight it is working with Mayor O'Hara. She is so informed, and she's such a delight, and I consider her a personal friend. We tweet back and forth, and we do not cheat. We're Facebook friends. We do all that stuff, and we're back and forth talking at each other every day, and it's just a delight. And I would ask y'all, if you do have any problems dealing with the county, you holler at me. I'm in the phone book. If you've got a problem, I've got a problem, but if it's a labor issue, run it through my man Roy back there, and he can, because he has a standing appointment. He never has an appointment. He just comes in, and I either get my checkbook out because I know he's soliciting money for a charity, or I get my pen and paper out because I know he's got some marching orders. So it's a pleasure being here with y'all, and thank you very much for this opportunity.